What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? Welcome to Speak Your Success in the Morning. Today is Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. And we're so glad that you all could be with us. I'm your host, Jonathan Jones, and y'all, you're in for a great show today. But y'all know we can't get this ship sailing. We can't get this thing moving and grooving until we bring out our co-host. So come on out, producer Britt, talk to the people. How you feeling this
What's
morning?
up? Happy Tuesday, y'all.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
How you doing?
I'm good. We here. I feel like I slept all right last night. Slept
I
all
know,
right.
me too, Jonathan. I got some good sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, come on, good sleep. Come
I
on,
got some
health,
good
recharge, and
sleep. I
everything like
know,
that.
right? Hey, gotta
Talk
use
to
that
me.
day off. Thank you, Dr.
Hey,
Martin Luther King.
okay.
Yeah,
R.I.P. Respectfully.
yeah,
Respectfully.
R.I.P. Yeah, what'd you
Yeah,
have for
yeah, yeah,
dinner?
yeah. So last night we had it was like this. My wife cooked up like this seasoned chicken situation. And then we had some sweet potatoes on the plate, and then also some Brussels sprouts, which she added a little bit of honey, a little bit of red pepper flakes. It was good. Yeah,
Okay,
it was good to me.
nice.
It was good to me last night. What'd you get down with last night for dinner?
I hung out with my mom yesterday, and she'd never had ramen before. Like, yeah,
Put mama on
so
game. Put mama on
So
game.
we went to go get ramen, and she likes the broth, just like me. So
Like mother, like daughter. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
lovely, lovely.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
that's about it.
enough.
Uh
Fair
huh.
enough. Fair enough. Yeah. So, what happened this weekend? What happened? So this weekend in sports. This weekend in sports. Many
Well,
people.
yesterday.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yesterday.
yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. Turn the clock back one day. Not to the weekend just yet. But
Yeah.
yesterday, the Indiana Hoosiers. Okay, we know them for basketball, but they're saying we're here now for football also. They defeated the Miami Hurricanes 27-21. Britt,
Mm.
this was the first time that Indiana Hoosiers football won a national championship.
Wow. Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I've been hearing.
Wow, that's what I mean. What the quarterback, brother Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza, was MVP of the game, and
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Signetti. Have you been seeing some of the clips from him?
Mm-mm.
The coach
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
always
Mm-mm.
looks serious. He like,
Mm-mm.
why you never smile? He
Oh
like,
wow.
nah, I'm just locked in. I'm locked in. But
Kobe Bryant job ain't done yet.
hey, job ain't finished yet. Should I be
Yeah.
happy? I don't got nothing to be happy about. I ain't got my check yet. Should I be
Yeah.
happy? Nah, not yet. Job not finished. 16-0. 16-0, a perfect season. And this was something that hasn't happened since 1894 with the Yale Bulldogs.
Oh
So,
wow.
hey man,
With the
this
Yale
the
Bulldogs.
Yale Bulldogs. That's that, yeah,
Oh okay.
1894.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. And last thing I want to say about Coach Signetti. So he said to have turned around one of the losingest programs.
Mm.
One of the
Wow.
losingest and if you see some of these interviews from him, Britt, where you just like he's like, Google me. Da da da. We do the work. I'm about this. I'm about that. Nah,
Mhm.
we win. Next question. I'm like, oh, real deal. So
Mm.
man, shout out to him. Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Indiana. Because just turning around a ship like that and man, just upsetting the nation is crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to all
Crazy
the
work.
people that put those parlays in and won and lost. I saw a guy on
Oh,
social media that he put up his
oh,
food truck. It was like $37,000, and he thought he put everything on Miami. I don't know if it was real or not,
oh,
but
oh.
mm mm mm.
That boy out of a job and out of some bread, no pun intended.
Putting
Dang.
your life on a line. I mean, putting your life
Ooh, yeah,
on
yeah.
that. Yeah, that's your life. Yeah.
Livelihood right there. Man,
For
dang.
real. Yeah, that's a
Okay.
lot. Mhm.
Okay,
Okay, what
that
else you
that that
got?
is a lot, man. So also in sports, so as we seen this weekend, we know a couple years ago, Des Bryant, was it a catch? Was it not a catch? Britt, we had some controversy this weekend.
We still
Okay,
talking about this? That's
no, no,
crazy.
well, no. There's method to the madness. Okay,
Okay.
so not only in the Bears and Rams game, but also in the other game, God, I just thought the Broncos were going against the Bills. Britt, we had two other situations.
I saw that. I saw that catch. That was a
What
catch. He was down.
was he down?
He was down. I was
You
sitting
sure?
around.
Talk to
I
me.
was
Why
sitting
why
with
why
some
why why
people.
why was he down? Why was he
His
down?
knee
Talk to
was
me.
down. His knee was
Okay.
down.
Okay. His
That's what
knee
I
was
kept
down.
hearing. That's where all the
Okay.
all the camaraderie around me. Everybody's like, his knee was down. He ain't gonna challenge. His knee was down. His knee was down. So what you got?
Okay. Producer Britt says his knee was down. I did some research. The ref said, well, yes, his knee was down, but he didn't complete the football play. So therefore, the cornerback having the ability to, take the
But his
ball
knee was
away.
down before you took the ball.
But they were still in action. So look, here's the part where it's wild. So on one of the plays, they call, it was a catch, not an interception. But then the next day they called it an interception and not a catch. And the next day that was what game was this? That was when it was the Rams and the Bears. People mad.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the Rams and the Bears.
It was basically
situation.
it was literally the same exact play, but it was called the opposite way. And then the Rams ended up winning. The Bears mad. So anyway, so Los Angeles Rams, they defeated the Bears. So now they moving on. Who else we got? And then we got the Patriots defeating the Texans, and people just mad. CJ Stroud throwing all them interceptions. Roland Martin firing him up, talking about get him out of there. His head not in the game. So
Roland Martin, let me see you go out there and throw some footballs.
Roland Martin might get on the line.
Too
might get on the line and block
they get too into it.
They be wrapped
you're not out there. Like,
this is true.
They're not out there.
Roland Martin, you weren't out there playing for Ohio State like CJ Stroud. Roland Martin, you weren't out there at NFL Draft Combine. So I mean, it's tough. It is tough to coach from the sidelines. But now, moving on, we got the Patriots and the Broncos and the Rams and the Seahawks. So that's who's left in the running for Super Bowl 60. Okay.
All right.
Super Bowl 60. Who you think gonna make it happen, Britt, in Super Bowl? Who you got going?
I'm not a football girl.
Come on. I'm gonna get you to pick a team one of these times.
I don't know.
I don't know. The Patriots just always find a way. The Patriots
they
always
found a way since Tom Brady. So I don't know if they're gonna find a way all the way there.
I mean, but the Broncos quarterback is out now. So,
wow.
Hey, yeah, a lot of stuff is shaking up. Real quick, I'll hit on a couple of these basketball scores. So the Mavs 138 to 120 over the Jazz. Okay, Klay Thompson 23 off the bench. Boston.
Speaking of Klay Thompson, he has 17,000 points now. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I forget where he's ranked, but he has 17,000 points.
That's a lot of points.
Go Klay and Megan.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's just go Klay. It's just go Klay. That's crazy. She wasn't shooting with him in the gym.
She wasn't.
Nah, she might have been twerking on him in the gym. But Detroit. Then we got Boston and Atlanta 132 to 106. So Atlanta, hey, piece it together, man. Trae Young's going. Piece together. The Pistons 121 over Indiana 78. Now that's a whooping. That's an old school whooping right there. Yeah.
I feel like playing. Okay.
Nah, y'all didn't show up at all. Like, y'all still on the bus. It's cool. The Warriors then power past the Hornets 136 to 116. Britt, these high scoring games.
This always happens though. This always happens right after watch, because we got All-Star game coming up soon, All-Star weekend, and right after All-Star weekend, the score is gonna be looking regular because that's when everybody gets serious.
Well, they need to look regular real soon. Okay, real
You
soon.
do not like high scoring games.
Because it gives me the All-Star game. When I even look up and see the All-Star game,
you gotta stay healthy.
That's fine, but
they ain't got time to be doing all that.
You can stay healthy without doing all that. No.
Jimmy Butler just tore his ACL.
I mean,
he's out for the rest of the season.
I hate to see that for Jimmy. I want him to win a championship so bad. Like, he's one of them people, like, you just want to win a championship for him. Just like AI. Like, you want to win one and just give it to him because just his heart and soul just be in the game. But nah.
No, I don't feel that way. Keep going.
Oh, that's wow. We're gonna skip past. I just want to hit on the Premier Soccer League. Manchester United beat Manchester City 2-0. Okay. Just wanted to share that with the people, for our soccer fans out there, for our soccer fans. And then also Everton earned their first 1-0 win at Aston Villa for their first victory since 2016. Okay.
It's 2026. So, FIFA is here. FIFA World Cup is coming. It's coming. So
right around the corner.
All the soccer, you're gonna be heavy on soccer in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming.
Soccer's here, man. So yeah. Hey, when I was a kid, did you play soccer as a kid?
Nah.
What was your first sport as a kid though? When you was growing up?
Volleyball, basketball, and track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, okay. Cool. Yeah.
Stay
For
with
me,
those
yeah.
3. Yeah.
Soccer. I was out there, get my Pele on.
I never did
Yeah.
soccer. Oh, it's too much
Yeah.
running. I can't
Too
do
much
it.
running? Basketball isn't too much running?
Soccer's like, first of all, the fields are different. You're outside. You got shin guards on. You're
Yeah, you
running. You're
got shin guards
passing.
on.
Anybody can just steal the ball. And then you going the other way, and then you gotta go back the other way, and then somebody take it. Somebody flag. You run into somebody, and then you go the other way. Like there's no stops. There's no stops unless the ball go out of bounds, unless something happens. So, like, there's no stops. Basketball,
Okay.
yeah, we can stop. We can
Girl, Brittany said, I'm
stop.
tired. Let me foul you real quick.
That's why I never my neighbor growing
Fouling.
up. Her whole family they were soccer players, but I was like, nah, girl, I can't get into the soccer. That is not
Soccer
up
shape is
me.
different. Soccer
It
shape
is.
it. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I
Real
watch
runners.
like I turn on the soccer game and I watch the clock and I'm like, why is the clock going up? Like, what are y'all
Oh
doing right now?
yeah, they're
And
playing.
the fields just look massive. I mean, as a kid, I played with the smaller field, but
Right.
yeah, when you start getting high school, middle, that field is a
Yeah,
field.
them ones are
That
big.
that field is so wide and so. I'm like, nah, this ain't.
And then
Yeah,
on
I'm
top of
gonna
that,
tap
they
out.
said
I'm
soccer,
gonna
you
tap out.
can't use your hands.
Oh,
I'll
no, no,
probably
no,
pick the
no, no.
ball up one day. I don't
Yeah,
know. I'll be
you can't move.
scared.
Them feet though, they be out there because when they kick the ball and they be running
I
up the field,
know.
they call it dribbling. Them
Yeah.
feet be moving though. People are getting fancy with them feet.
No,
Hey,
they really do.
they
They be
be
doing their
fancy.
thing. They be
Okay,
doing their
yeah,
thing.
they be real
Okay,
fancy.
well, thank you so much for that, Jonathan. What you got next?
Yeah, now I'm about to roll into straight from the source. And today, this one's really a challenge. This one's a challenge for men, really. It's a little bit of self-reflection for women, but it's more so a challenge for men. And I want us to go ahead, just go ahead and roll the clip, Britt, and then we'll get into it. We'll get into it today.
The greatest thing that you can do as a husband is be the spiritual leader of your house. Ladies, would you agree? Like, you want him to lead spiritually more than you want his money. Am I right? And a lot of guys are out there, well, I'm the provider and I make 6 figures and I make 7 figures, but do you have a prayer life? If you were to ask the average wife, she would rather you have a prayer life than anything else.
Absolutely.
Man of God, put God first.
Yes.
And everything the Bible tells you to do, just do it. Be a tither, get involved in church, get involved in small groups, study the Bible every day, and just grow. And as you grow in Jesus, you will see everything in your life begin to transform as well. The greatest thing that you can do as a husband is be the spiritual leader of your house.
Okay. So the challenge has been put out. The challenge has been put out about men and what we're called to, especially if we are husbands or if we desire to be husbands, right? And there's a verse that comes to mind that I want to really unpack now, and it's in the book of Ephesians. If Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25, and then we'll roll down into it to verse 27. It says, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave up himself for her, so that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word, and he might present himself to the church in all her glory, having no spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that she would be holy and blameless." John, why is this relevant? Why are you bringing this up? What's the point of this text? Well, for husbands, this is a call to be selfless and also to operate in sacrificial love, right? Because being a husband, you must love your wife. Like the text says, like Christ loved the church. And what does that look like? Putting her first, having love that's patient, having love that's kind, that's humble, and not self-seeking. But ultimately, in order to do these things, it causes us to die to ourselves a little bit, right? And looking like that, then we often reference leading like Christ, and we see that Christ loved his church, right? And we're considered Christ's bride. What does that even look like? Christ died for his church. So in tangible application for the men in the room and tapping in and listening, you have to die to yourself so that ultimately your wife can ultimately be led, be cultivated. For instance, in real time, what it looks like is there's a lot of times that I want to do what I want to selfishly do. I want to have my time and I want to be working on my business, or I want to have my time and I want to do things that I just naturally enjoy, which is fine to have those desires. But when I became married, not only does the Bible say the two become one, but I'm called to now lead my wife to Christ. And knowing that, that means that sometimes that I want to work on my business and do other things, me and her should probably be using some of this time for us to be having a Bible study together, right? Instead of me only praying for myself and me only praying soloed and individual, well, it should look like sometimes me praying with my wife, right? And this is sacrificial because my flesh and my desires say, John, no, let's do this over here. This is going to further your business. This is going to further you. This is going to do the things that you enjoy, but then it's also going to, it could potentially put a wedge between the relationship that I have with my wife. Because why? Because the thing that you ultimately nurture the most, if it's my business, if it's for me, then that's going to take away from nurturing of the we. So knowing and understanding this, right, that we're called to not only lead our house, just like it says in the book of, I believe it's Joshua, it says, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. How can we expect our house to serve the Lord if we never lead our house to the Lord, right? How can we expect us to know, be, and to have if we never show our family what it looks like to be a man of faith, what it looks like to be a house of faith, what it looks like to pray together, what it looks like for us to do Bible study together? Even there's sometimes where my son, I tuck him in the bed and I try to dip out. He's like, Dad, can you read me a Bible story? And I'm like, ooh, but it's my time. But if I wash the dishes and I finish cleaning up the house a little bit, then I got more time to work on my business and do what I want to do. But at the end of the day, when I became a father, when I became a husband, when I ultimately became a man, the Bible says, I put away childish things. And those childish things are childish behaviors. Those childish things are childish habits. Those childish things look like me ultimately doing what I need to do for my family above doing it for myself. So husbands out there, potential husbands, I'm talking to you all just like I'm talking to myself. If we desire to be that individual, the husband, the provider, the protector, the pastor of the home, then we have to do the work that comes with it. We can't only get the benefits. And then from that point, we don't also do the work that's required. Today, my brother, I love you dearly. And I want you to know that it can be hard being the spiritual leader. It can be hard doing these things and making sure to see that these things get done. But ultimately, when the clock runs out and when our time is done here on earth, and when God looks at you, when he calls you up and he looks at you in the face, will he say to you, well done, my good and faithful servant. I'm well pleased for the way that you led your house and for the way that you led your family? Or will he say, get away from me because I don't know you? Family, that's been straight from the source. Once again, today our text came from the book of Ephesians chapter 5. We went from verse 25 through 27. But remember, as you're loving your family, sometimes it's going to be sacrificial. Sometimes it's not always going to feel good. But also remember that in the end, when the scores are tallied up and when it all matters, you just want God to look at you and say, I am well pleased. Now we're going to go ahead and transition. We're going to go ahead and bring back producer Britt.
What's up? What's up?
What's up with it, producer Britt? What's up with it? What's up with it?
Eating these crackers. I love these things. These
What kind of crackers you got over there?
The Belvita.
Man, I don't know when Belvita came out. I just know I can't do without it. You understand me?
Hey, blueberry and cinnamon. Okay.
Say blueberry, cinnamon, chocolate. I'm eating them all.
I can't do the chocolate, but this right here, they need to put these on the plane. We don't need the Biscoff. I need this on the plane.
Ooh, okay. Belvita over Biscoff? Belvita over Biscoff? Okay. You gonna start a riot now.
What y'all want these on the plane? Y'all want Biscoff? Because I'm okay with these on the plane, especially a good morning flight. That's all I need right here, and a cup of
That's
coffee.
a good call. That's a good call. But yeah, you can't give me the little 2 crackers you give me the biscuit. I need all 4,
I need
like
all
in the
4.
Velveeta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need all
all
4.
4. Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
can
Big,
afford
big,
it.
big, big boy, big girl status. Yeah, all
They can
4.
afford
Okay.
it. They can afford
We're
it.
grown. Yeah.
Okay, good word, Jonathan. All right, y'all. So just a little bit of news. Okay, so we know it's award season. We love that. Okay. So Ryan Coogler's Sinners has been everywhere. So the 2026 Actor Academy, the SAG Awards, Sinners has had 5 nominations, okay, including Best Ensemble Cast and Best Actor. A nominations for Michael B. Jordan, of course, for the dual role of playing Smoke and Stack. Okay, right now that movie is actually number 8 on Amazon. So the film also earned nominations for supporting actor Miles Canton and also the supporting actress. I don't want to botch her name, so I will not say it. The 2026 Screen Actor Awards nominees are in, and the Sinners leads, like I said, but Cynthia Erivo, who played in Wicked, she got
Yes, she did.
snubbed. She got snubbed for nominations, and everybody thought that she would be recognized for singing all those high notes, but she was not. And I don't know if it's a big deal or not, but apparently, she wasn't nominated.
Britt,
Also, what is that?
I wonder how much of that, like that weird stuff with her and Ariana Grande, had to do with her being snubbed. Maybe it did. Maybe you seen them clips, right?
Stuff?
You didn't see them clips where like her and Ariana Grande would be doing the interviews, and then like they would like look at each other, and then she would like reach across and like straighten her hair, or it was just like some weird stuff. It was like, what is going on?
I
With
don't
the
know.
cast of
They said that they were friends, good friends, whatever.
Yeah, real good friends. Okay.
Yeah. I don't even think like that. No.
No, I'm not saying like that. I'm not saying
saying
like
you're
that.
saying that, but when you clip this, they gonna get you. So you can't say stuff like that because you don't know when the clip go in. Okay, so singer and actress Ariana Grande, just like you said, she received a nomination for her supporting role in Wicked for Good, while Tiana Taylor is on a roll right now, earned a supporting actress nomination for One Battle After Another. Also, Jonathan, I don't know if you know, but moving right along from the awards, but rapper Fetty Wap, he has been released from prison earlier this. He was like, it was really like last week. And now he's under home confinement after originally being sentenced to 6 years for a cocaine conspiracy. So,
no.
welcome home, brother. Welcome home. Welcome home. Put the drugs down. Welcome home. Yes, and a little bit of entertainment. Jill Scott said that every day, she said literally every day, people come up to her about her character and why did I get married, Sheila, and they just relate to her her role all the time. And so she said, reflecting and lasting impact of her performances and her roles have, just been very cool, and love that people are inspired by the role and the character. So
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Also, her and Angie Martinez just did an interview together. I will put that on my list to watch because Jill Scott has a new album coming out, and I feel like younger Brittany. I was listening to Jill Scott, but I didn't know what she was talking about.
You wasn't feeling Jill Scott. Yeah.
No. I was like, I like the tunes, but I don't know what she was saying, because I'm not there yet in life. But I'm there in life now.
Oh, you grown now. Okay, you grown.
Yeah, so I'm trying to listen to what Jill Scott got to say. Okay, so
okay.
Yeah. I'm excited for the album. Yeah. Okay. Also, the 2026 NAACP Image Awards have unveiled their nominations as well. Continuing, we got film, TV, music, and culture. Okay. They did not give me the nominations, but also, do you remember Amanda Gorman?
Okay. Talk to me.
Do you know who Amanda Gorman is?
The name sounds familiar. I'm not getting the face right now in my head.
She is the 27-year-old poet and activist.
Oh, yeah. I know you're
talking about. Yes. So, funny story about Amanda Gorman. So, I think she was doing something for the White House, and it was either a White House a long time ago. Yes, for Biden. Yes. And so I believe Oprah wanted to gift her like something within Prada, and she was like, Oprah, I already got a dress. So, that was just funny. I thought that was cute. Okay, on to a little bit of serious news. I haven't really dove into it, so don't eat me alive too much, y'all. But the ice,
Mm-hmm.
they are in Minnesota, and Minnesota is hurting right now when it comes to the ICE deportation situation. Um,
Man.
I like to gather more information before I say all of this, but all I know is that, prayers go out to Minnesota right now because they're dealing with a lot when it comes to the ICE deportation situation. And also Denton County. Denton County. I just read no, I didn't read it. I saw a video of WFAA, one of the reporters, and she reported that Denton County ICE officers
Okay.
are gonna be in Denton County, and on top of that, they will be allowed to basically pull people out their cars,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
if they're, if they suspect that, they are,
Oh,
yeah.
that suspect is
So
crazy.
it's
That's
a slippery slope.
man.
The
Ooh.
mayor, well, I don't know, not the mayor, but the someone in charge of Dayton County said that, I think a police chief, he said, no, we're not doing that. If it does not, if it's not what it's supposed to be, then we're going to, cancel the agreement that they have with the ICE. I don't even know what they're called. ICE agents. That's what they
Oh,
are.
that's it. Yeah, yeah,
ICE
yeah. Ice
agents.
agent.
Yeah. So, pretty, just pretty hard, and it's sad. I would say hard and tough news, but it's sad to see
That is
that
sad.
it is growing and it's getting closer to
Jesus.
home, actually. So,
Yeah,
um,
damn. Right up the
so
road.
what? Yeah, right
Yeah,
up
I
the
said, yeah.
road.
Damn.
Honestly. Okay. So Jonathan, I saw a clip on
Okay.
TikTok, but I couldn't download the clip, so I'll just have to tell you about it.
Mm.
So today, I know we, in our meeting yesterday, we're gonna talk about the difference between screen time impacting children, particularly Gen Z.
Yeah.
So let me scroll up here to my notes real quick. Do, 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 do. All right.
Can we get much higher?
So what's your thoughts on screen time? Because you have
Uh,
two kids, so.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen in a short, like in a short stint, right? I've seen after I allow my son, my oldest son, to watch a show, and then
Mhm.
after we turn off the TV, then he gets ready to lose it, like he's throwing a fit and everything. And after seeing that, I'm like, oh no, you can't be sitting here watching TV like that. Like me and Gabby, we're very, very cautious of how
Mhm.
much screen time we give him,
Mhm.
and we make sure that we balance it out with him going outside, him playing with his toys, him reading books.
Oh,
Because
that's nice.
say, man, Britt, the way these kids looking now, it's like
Yeah.
right here. Every time I see somebody right here, phone or something right here.
I know. I
So
know. I know. It's crazy. So, oh, excuse me. So there was last week, on C-SPAN, there
mm,
was a Senate committee held, and they were talking about the screen time crisis, what's really happening to our kids. So, just the basic stats. So, according to expert testimony, at the hearing, kids are spending between 5 to 8 hours a day on screens.
wow.
So 5 to 8 hours every single day on screens. Okay.
Mm,
Um, so the context of the scale. So to put that in perspective, there's more kids spending more time sleeping, um than, yeah. Did I say that right? Yeah, there's more time. That's more time than kids sleeping. It's definitely more time they spend in school, which is crazy. And then on
mm,
top of that, what counts as screens, which is something else that they talked about at the hearing. So it goes from smartphones, tablets,
uh-huh,
laptops, gaming
uh-huh.
consoles,
Yep.
TVs. It's everything. Okay. So historically, um, there was a neuroscientist there. So he was a teacher and he turned into a cognitive neuroscientist that studies human learning. Okay. There's a job for everybody. Okay.
That's
Remember that.
serious.
That
That's
is
so.
serious. That is serious. So his name is Dr. Jared Horvath. Testified that Generation Gen Z, kids born roughly between 1997 and 2012, is the
Mm.
first generation to underperform across every cognitive measure compared to previous generations. So, like you and I, Jonathan. So, unpacking what is every cognitive measure that that they're measuring right now. So we're talking about the attention span, we're talking about memory, we're talking about problem solving, reading comprehension, and critical thinking. Cool, well, not cool, but a fact that he said in the hearing is that when we took the SAT, when we took the SAT, we had for reading comprehension, there was a short story, paragraph, whatever, what we're used to, and then you answer
Oh,
a series
for
of
sure.
questions about that passage. Whereas now the SAT, it is a sentence and a question
No.
for reading comprehension.
Oh,
And
wow.
so what Dr. Jared Horvath what's saying is that it's no longer reading comprehension, it's just skimming.
That
And
makes a
so,
difference.
yeah, it makes a difference. And then on top of that, instead of us dialing back when it came to, and also the clearly the whole point of the what's wrong with our children, screens, things like that, it's because we have technology in the classrooms now. So that's what the big talk is going to be about today, guys. And so instead of us saying, hey, our kids can't read, let's take some of the digital technology out of school, it's more of, like he said, it's more of a surrender, because we're not doing anything to fix the problem. We're just saying, okay, well, they can't read, they got to pass, so we're going to
Ooh.
surrender to the fact that this is all that they can do, because we got to get these kids to the next level.
Oh
And
my
so
goodness.
even when they do go to the next level, they're not even prepped for that, Jonathan. So
Wow.
I'll just take a little breather right there, and I'll kick it to you. And I just want to, everything that I said. And then on top of that, what are some benefits that you feel that technology goes into school, Gen Z, what have you?
Yeah. Well, I'll get into the benefits, but just I want to address what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're pushing students through and passing students who are showing that they don't have the level of education required, then that's ultimately going to lower the standard for the type of job candidate they're going to get and lower the standard for everything across the board. Wow, the whole country is going to become dumber. No pun intended. Like seriously,
Technically,
if
if
we're
you're in that,
consistently
yeah,
lowering the standard,
yeah.
but what I will say on the other side though,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that they could be lowering the standard around traditional education and the way that we were educated, right, in other
Mm-hmm.
generations. But at the same time, I also feel that with AI and also with some of the screen time, that there also is the level for like adaptive learning,
Mm-hmm.
right? So with AI tools, you can search specifically what you're trying to take away or, what you're trying to learn. How do I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Some
Mm-hmm.
people say put the peanut butter on first, some people say put the jelly, whatever. But either way, now they're getting that information customized into
Mm-hmm.
where you get to learn exactly what you want to learn, as opposed to us sitting in history class
Mm-hmm.
reading history books, learning all this information, and some of it's not even going to be on the test. So why is it even relevant to a
Right.
certain extent? So there's that, but even some other ways that I think technology is beneficial
Mm-hmm.
is that some of those tasks that teachers were doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the assignment, y'all do the assignment, give it back to me, then I'm gonna go through and grade it. Well, they don't have to teach like that now. So now teachers, with utilizing technology, they can use it to their benefit. Okay, so I want y'all to not write a paper, but I want y'all to write a paragraph, and you can utilize AI. right? You can utilize Claude, you can use Chat GPT, you can use Google Gemini. And not only can you use these, but by using this, now your paper is going to have to be stronger, because I'm not just going to give you the layup grade or the layup score
Mm-hmm.
just because you did the assignment. Now you're going to have to show me a little bit more detail, a little bit more depth, since you can kind of use, a cheat code of sorts. So, those would be
Uh-huh.
some of the things that I just say.
So have you heard of this like AI companion? Have you heard of that?
Go ahead, talk more about it.
Okay, so the it's like AI chat box, but one of them is
Okay.
like AI companion. So with the AI companion, it's when kids can pretty much build a relationship with the AI, and
Mm.
it's like their feelings, and so the AI will give the kids responses in emotional responses, and so
Oh,
it builds a
wow.
connection with the child, and I think that's so bad.
What I mean, so the
I don't see
benefit of
any
it
benefit of
is,
that.
well, I would say the benefit is that it's bringing emotions and bringing language around what they might be feeling, helping them identify. The
But you could do that with
downside,
people. That's
but
what
that but
people
that's
are
not that's not but
for.
that's what I'm about to say. But the downside of that is also that we need to see those feelings applied in real time, not just you talking to
A
iRobot.
robot,
We
yeah.
need to see you over here actually doing the things. Because that's kind of like somebody telling you, oh, put your feet outside in the grass and it feels like this, right? You can hear what they're
Right.
saying, you can
Yeah.
understand what they're saying, but you going out and putting your feet in the grass and actually getting that sensory feeling
Hmm.
is necessary. And this is something that we need. I mean, we can't lose the, like, yes, the connection with AI and the connection with digital education is great, but at the same time, we still can't lose the other side. Like, we need people, we need interaction,
Yeah.
we need relationships. So that's
Yeah.
mandatory.
Yeah. Okay, so in the same Senate hearing, so the counter argument was, not everyone agrees that screens are purely harmful, and there are legitimate educational uses for technology and screens, research,
Mhm.
learning platforms, creative tools, and communication. So exactly what you were saying. And then there's quality over quantity. So the key question
Mm.
becomes, what kind of screen? A screen, a kid can use a tablet to learn coding is
Yeah,
different from a kid mindlessly just scrolling and scrolling short form
it's
videos for
true.
hours and
It's
hours and
true.
hours. And I am guilty of that because I could come
Mm.
home and I could just sit there and I will just scroll myself probably into a nap, or
Oh,
I'll
wow.
scroll. I really will, because I'm like, I guess
Scrolling to a nap is
just
crazy.
like I was like, man, man, Shay sent me so many videos, or my sister sent me some
Oh my god.
videos, or whoever to send me videos. So it's like, you trying to catch up, because it is another way of communicating. Yes, if
That's
you
true
can
too.
handle it. Yeah, if you can handle it, you can handle it. And I feel like I am a person, I can handle it, because it's like, okay, this is kind of how I decompress when I get home.
That's
It's
fair.
either a TV show or it's a little bit of scrolling, and then I got
Mm.
to move on to what I got to move on to. But um yeah, but
Hold
a
on, wait.
kid,
Oh,
okay.
go ahead.
No,
Well,
no,
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 no.
go
I want to chime in, but you
ahead.
said you can handle it, right? You're in your 30s now, and we're talking about this next generation who could be
Mhm.
anywhere from, whatever age to maybe not even 18 yet.
Uh-huh.
So, like you brought up on the show a couple times, right?
Mhm.
Everybody's brain isn't fully developed. And if they're going, like, they might not know I can go here and I can use this to decompress, but then when I wake up, I still have a to-do list, or I still have some other items that I'm going to attack, right? You have a plan to get things still done. You don't?
I feel like when I say I can handle it, it's because just how sometimes when I talk to you and we talk about media and we talk about stuff on social media, and you're like
Mhm.
filtering through, like, I can't be on it too long. Like, it doesn't bother me because I
Mm.
see what people are doing when they post stuff. So like, I'm not necessarily like, oh my God, this is, headline news right now. It's like, that's clickbait. They put that on there strategically. Like, for me,
Uh,
it's all strategic. And so I
mm.
see it that way. Like, just
Yeah.
how when I see TV shows, or if I'm watching the news, or just anything on TV, it's like, okay, it's strategic. Commercials, that's strategic.
Yeah.
So when I say I can handle it, it's just I can filter through it. And it doesn't necessarily affect me because it's like, all right, Brittany, put the phone down. You got work to do. Whereas some people, it's like they just stuck in their phone because that's all they've known. That's all they've known. Yeah.
Because
that was a good point.
No. I think that is good. But one thing I will say though, just to the conversation is, like just as I said, the relationships and communication are important, just as well as technology is important. Like for me, I still will go and read a book. It could be looking like reading an ebook, right? Or it could be me getting the physical book, or it could be an audio book. Sometimes it could be all the above, because I'll buy the audiobook or start listening to that, and I'm like, oh, I'm 2 chapters in, 3 chapters in. I enjoy this book. There's stuff I would like to highlight. Let me order the physical book. And then now I might go through the physical book while I'm also listening to the audiobook, because I've heard research say that you're more likely to retain information when you follow as it's like being read. But at the same time,
I don't know, maybe because we also did that when we were in school too.
Oh, follow silently while I read out loud. Okay. Read silently while I read out loud. Yeah. But but I don't know. Is that a thing now? Are they still reading like that in class?
I don't know. I don't even know they read anymore.
Popcorn? Because the reading level dropped.
Oh, I'm glad that you said popcorn. They don't necessarily call on, well, I would say they don't let kids do, I don't want to say performative, but, go in front of the class like we used to do because of anxiety and people making fun of them. And it's like, man, we were in front of there. We had to read in front of everybody. You're going to sit there and read it. You're going to sit there and read it. You got to do a presentation. You're going to go up there, do your PowerPoint, talk in front of the class. I mean, it builds character and it builds confidence. And the fact that they just want kids to just turn stuff in and be like,